guys, it's the RetrofloraPodcast. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Charmy, and we're just two crazy sisters with an opinion and a channel.
If you like true crime, conspiracies, and supernatural crap, then this is your channel. Happy New Year!
It is 2026, y'all.
So crazy. We are closer to 2050 than we are the 2000s.
Now I just feel so old.
I feel so old, you guys. We were born in the 1900s.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys, Happy New Year's. Hopefully you guys will do New Year's resolutions or goals that you want to accomplish this year, and we support them unless they're harmful. Then we don't.
Yeah.
Including yourself. If they're harmful to yourself, we don't support them either.
What do you got for us today?
Wait, before we do that, what are our goals? Like, do you have one goal?
Lose weight.
My goal is to be nicer to myself, because I do stuff like I'll mess up and I'm like, you dummy, you idiot, and stuff like that, and I'm trying not to do that.
Yeah,
because I'm definitely the queen of doing that. Try to not be so hard on myself. So today I got for you guys a creepy story from, you guys already know, my favorite thread in the entire world, the No Sleep Reddit thread. Yeah, it's kind of a long one.
You go on Reddit a lot.
Yeah, I do, you guys. I do. Not as often as I go on TikTok and stuff like that, but I'm on Reddit at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, I didn't really know what Reddit was until we started doing this.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't go on. I never used it for anything.
I started using it to do research for cases, like to dive deep into like conspiracy theories and stuff, and that's how I kind of found the No Sleep Reddit thread. Yeah, here we are. Love it.
Well, without further ado, let's get into this.
So, like I said, this is from the No Sleep Reddit thread, and it's Wisto.
It's by Wisto.
And it came out a month ago. And it's called My Daughter's Imaginary Friend Knows Things He Shouldn't. Yeah, you know, I think I might.
You mean your daughter knows things she shouldn't, because she's relaying it back to you.
Well, the imaginary friend is for real.
It's telling her, supposedly.
I think I might do a whole thing on imaginary friends and like the science behind it, and then like the supernatural behind it.
It's fairly odd parents until we forget who they are.
Average kid. But yeah, so Lily told me about her friend on a Tuesday. I was making dinner, pasta with jarred sauce, the kind of meal you make when you've worked a double and your feet hurt and your daughter has been at aftercare for 9 hours, because that's what a single mother's do. Lily sat at the kitchen table with her crayons, drawing something I hadn't looked at yet. Mommy, can Thomas have some? I didn't look up from the boiling water. Sure, baby, set a place for him. She had imaginary friends before. Mr. Buttons when she was 3, a rabbit who lives in a closet. Princess Starla for the most of preschool. I'd read the articles. Imaginary friends were normal, healthy, and a sign of creativity and developing social skills. I served Mr. Buttons invisible tea, and I buckled Princess Starla into her car seat. This was just Lily being 5. He likes the twirly kind, Lily said. The twirly kind? Rotatini. She sounded it out carefully. Rotini. Sorry, not rota. Rotini. I turned around. How do you know that word? Thomas told me. He said it's his favorite. I poured the pasta into the strainer and watched the steam rise. Rotini wasn't a word Lily would know. We've always called it twirly pasta. I've never used the real name in front of her.
Maybe she saw a cooking show.
At 5.
Yeah, maybe it was just on and she's like, ooh, food.
Where did you meet Thomas, baby? In my room. Oh, no. No.
This is some Stranger Things.
Right. She picked up a blue crayon. He comes to visit me sometimes. When does he visit? At night when you're sleeping. Oh, crap, that scared me. My water fell, you guys.
Yeah, girl.
So he visited her at night, sorry. When the steam was rising from the strainer, I watched it curl towards the ceiling. What does Thomas look like? He's big, bigger than you. He has a beard and his hands are scratchy. Scratchy, like Grandpa's face when he doesn't shave. I set the strainer down, walked to the table, looked at what Lily was drawing. A figure, tall, taking up most of the page. Brown scribbles for hair and brown scribbles on the chin.
Did he also have a pocket watch?
No pocket watch.
Oh, then. Brenda doesn't get that reference because she didn't watch the last season of Stranger Things.
Just put me on blast.
Did you watch the 3rd season or the 4th season?
Look, I started season 2, man. What's his name? Bob Stuff, really, it just took a toll on me. And I just stopped.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah, for those who don't know.
Yeah, if you don't know, if you don't even know, you probably don't even know who Bob is, to be honest, if you don't even know.
Well,
that's such a generic name.
Well, if you start it and then get to season 2 and see Bob, then you're gonna know.
Look, I'm about to tell you right now, people are just gonna die in this show, and you just need to be okay with it. Yeah, it's like when you watch any anime. Anytime I tell somebody to watch like a fighting anime, I'd be like, look, if you like character, there's a possibility they're gonna die, even if they're the main character. So the hands were huge. She drew them twice the size of the head, the way children do when something makes an impression.
You also know who else has a huge hand? Vecna.
Oh my gosh.
You do.
That's Thomas? Uh-huh. He said I'm a good drawer. I sat down from her. My hands were wet from pasta water. I hadn't grabbed the towel. Lily, when Thomas visits, what do you do?
I'm just saying, I feel like that whole my hands are wet because of the pasta water didn't need to be added. Unless it's like gonna enhance the story. But go ahead.
We talk. He tells me stories. He knows a lot of stories about a girl who looks for treasure. She kept coloring, adding yellow to the figure's shirt. He's nice, Mommy. You don't have to look scared. I'm not scared. Yes, you are. You have your scared face. She looked up at me with her father's eyes. Thomas said you might be scared when I told you about him. He says mommies get scared easily. Thomas said that? He said I should wait to tell you, but I wanted him to have dinner with us. She set down the crayon. Is that okay? I made myself smile. Of course, baby. Let's grab another plate. I called my mom that night after Lily was asleep. It's probably nothing, Mom said. Kids at that age, they pick up words from everywhere. School, TV, other kids. She doesn't watch cooking shows. She's 5. So she heard it from somewhere else. Maybe at aftercare. Maybe one of the other kids has a parent who cooks. She said his hands are scratchy, like a man who doesn't shave. Honey, my mom's voice shifted into the tone she used when she thought I was being dramatic. You're exhausted. You're doing everything alone. It's natural to worry. But this is just an imaginary friend. Don't turn into something it's not. What if it's not imaginary? The silence on the other end lasted too long. What are you saying? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Have you checked the house? Checked it how? What do you mean checked it how, girl?
Girl, look around the house.
Locks, windows, I don't know. Wherever you're supposed to check. I had checked every window, every door, all locked. No signs of forced entry. Nothing missing. Nothing moved. I walked through every room with my phone flashlight while Lily slept. Feeling insane. Feeling like the kind of paranoid single mother everyone warned me I'd become.
Dang, why they do that to you?
Dang, girl. Everything's locked. Then there's your answer. It's just an imaginary friends. Kids have them. Yours is particularly vivid, that's all. I wanted to believe her. I tried to believe her. Then I found the candy wrapper. Saturday morning, Lily was watching cartoons in the living room. I was changing her sheets because she had wet the bed, which she hadn't done in over a year. I found it under her pillow. Okay, I can never say this candy, but though. Werther's?
Werther's? W-E-R-T-H-E-R.
You know the little...
Yeah, the round ones.
Yeah.
I actually don't really like those.
Yeah, they're okay. Folded into a small square, tucked beneath the pillow like a secret. Lily hated hard candy. She choked on a butterscotch when she was 3 and refused to eat any candy she couldn't chew. I never bought this candy. I never bought hard candy of any kind. I sat on the edge of her bed holding the wrapper. Lily, she appeared in the doorway. Yeah, Mommy? Where did this come from? She looked at the wrapper, then at me, then at the floor. Lily. Thomas gave it to me. He brings me candy sometimes. He said it's our secret. What else is a secret? I'm not supposed to say. I kneel down, eye level with her. Baby, you can tell me anything. You won't get in trouble, I promise. She chewed her lip the way...
It's a trick.
Don't tell these people that. She chewed her lip the way she did when she was deciding whether to trust something. He said if I told you about him, he'd have to stop visiting. He said you wouldn't understand. Her eyes were wet. But I told you anyway, and now he's going to be mad. Lily, this is very important. Does Thomas touch you? He holds my hand sometimes when he tells stories. Does he touch you anywhere else? No, she shook her head. He just talks and holds my hand, and sometimes he sits on my bed and watches me sleep. He says, yeah, that's what Thomas do. He says I look like an angel when I sleep. This man is creeping me out. I called the police. They sent an officer, young, maybe 25, with the wedding ring, and he kept twisting. He walked through the house and checked the windows and asked Lily questions while I stood in the doorway trying not to scream. Does Thomas have a last name? I don't know. Does he come in through a door? No, he's just there when I wake up. Does he wear a uniform like a policeman or a mailman? No, just regular clothes. The officer took notes, checked the locks again, walked the perimeter of the house while I watched from the front window. When he came back inside, his face told me everything. Ma'am, there's no sign of forced entry. No footsteps, no disturbances. Your locks are intact. Your windows are sound. Then how is someone getting in? I'm not sure anyone is. He said it gently. The way you say things to people you think might be fragile. Kids this age, their imaginations. I found a candy wrapper under her pillow. Candy I didn't buy. Candy she doesn't eat. Kids pick up things. School, play dates. She's been at home with me or at aftercare every day for months. He closed his notebook. I'll file a report. And I'd suggest maybe talking to someone. A counselor, someone who specializes in children. Sometimes they can tell the difference between a real experience and a very vivid imagination. You don't believe me. I believe you're scared. I believe you're doing your best. He handed me a card. If anything else happens, anything concrete, call this number. I looked at the card, a general information line, not even a direct number. That night, I slept in Lily's room. I sat in the chair in the corner with a kitchen knife on my lap, watching the door, watching the window, watching my daughter's chest rise and fall under her blanket. Nothing happened. She slept through the night. No one came. No sounds, no shadows, no scratchy hand man materializing from nowhere. Just the house settling and the wind outside and my own breathing, too loud in the dark. By 4, I felt like an idiot. By 5, I almost convinced myself my mom was right. By 6, when Lily woke up and found me there, I managed to smile and tell her I had a nightmare and wanted to be close to her. That's okay, Mommy. Thomas has nightmares too sometimes. I went rigid. He told you that? He tells me lots of things, she yawned, stretched, pushed her hair out of her face. Then he said he had a little girl once, but she went away. He said I remind him of her. I didn't sleep in a chair again. I slept in her bed, curled around her, one hand on the knife under the pillow. A week passed, then 2. Lily stopped mentioning Thomas. When I asked about him, she said he hadn't visited in a while. She seems fine, normal. No more bedwetting, no more candy wrappers, no more drawings of large men with scratchy hands. I started to relax. I started to believe what everyone was telling me, that I overreacted, that single mother paranoia had gotten the best of me, that Lily's imagination had conjured a friend and then moved on the way children do. I went back to work, picked her up from aftercare at the regular time, made pasta, rotoni, because she asked for it, and I didn't let myself think about why she wanted the twirly kind. On the 3rd week, I found the photograph. Lily had been coloring at the kitchen table while I cleaned. I reached under the fridge to sweep out the dust bunnies and my broom hit something solid. I got down on my knees, reached under, and pulled out a photograph.
Okay, how big is this photograph that you hit something hard?
I don't know. It just says, it's a Polaroid. A Polaroid.
You would not fill that with a broom. I'm just saying.
Old, with that yellowish tint they get. A little girl, maybe 5 or 6, standing in front of a house I didn't recognize. Brown hair, blue dress, smiling. On the white strip at the bottom, in handwritten ink, Emma, 1987. I turned it over. On the back, in different handwriting, fresher and darker, she looks just like you did. Oh, heck no. Because, who is he talking about? Her? The mom? I don't remember calling the police. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember sitting on the kitchen floor with the photograph in my hand. And then there was more officers, and someone was talking to Lily in the living room. And someone else was asking me questions I couldn't answer. Who is Emma? I don't know. Have you seen this photograph before? No. Is this your handwriting on the back? No. Ma'am, do you have any idea how this got into your house? No. They searched the house. Really searched it this time. The attic, the basement, the crawl spaces, every closet, every cabinet, every gap between wall and furniture. They found nothing. No one hiding, no signs of habitation, no evidence anyone had been in my house except me and my daughter. But they also found no explanation for the photograph. No records of an Emma connected to me or my family, no match in any database, no fingerprints except mine from when I picked it up. We'll increase patrols in the neighborhood, the sergeant said, and I'd recommend a security system, cameras, motion sensors. If someone's getting in, we'll catch them.
That's what I was thinking. Girl, get some cameras up in there.
Right. I had the system installed the next day. Camera on every door, every window, motion sensors in every room, an app on my phone that would alert me if anything moved. Nothing moved. For 2 months, nothing moved. The camera showed empty rooms. The sensors stayed silent. Lily went to school, went to aftercare, came home, ate dinner, went to bed. She didn't mention Thomas, and I didn't ask. I started seeing a therapist, and she said I experienced a vigilance response to an ambiguous threat. She said my brain had pattern matched innocent details into a narrative of danger. She said the photograph was concerning, but possibly explainable. A previous tenant, something that fell behind the refrigerator years ago. Coincidence. I wanted to tell her. Sorry, I didn't say that. It says I wanted to believe her. I don't know why I said that. Then Lily turned 6. We had a party. Just me and mom and a few kids from her class. Cake, presents, the whole thing. She was happy. I was happy. Normal family, normal birthday, normal life. That night, after everyone left and Lily was asleep in her room, I was washing frosting off plates. My phone buzzed. Motion alert. Lily's room. I opened the app and pulled up the camera. My daughter was sitting in the bed, looking at the corner of the room where the chair used to be. I moved it out after those nights of sleeping there because I couldn't stand looking at it. She was talking. I couldn't hear audio, the cameras were video only, but I could see her lips moving. I could see her nodding. I could see her hold out her hand towards the empty corner, palm up, like she was receiving something. I ran. Up the stairs, down the hall, I slammed open her door and hit the lights, and she was lying down, eyes closed, blanket pulled up to her chin. Asleep. The corner was empty. Lily, I shook her. Lily woke up. Wake up. She blinked at me, confused, groggy. Mommy? Were you just awake? Were you just sitting up? No, she rubbed her eyes. I was sleeping. Who were you talking to on the camera? You were talking. I was dreaming, she yawned. You were talking on the camera. Who were you talking to? I was dreaming, she yawned. I had a dream about Thomas. He said to tell you happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Not you. She closed her eyes again, already drifting. Her, Emma. Today's Emma's birthday. I pulled up the camera footage, scrubbed back through the last 10 minutes. Lily asleep. Lily asleep. Lily asleep.
That's why you screen recorded.
No motion.
On your phone.
No sitting up. No talking to the corner. But the motion alert was in my notification. Timestamped 9:47 p.m. The app had registered movement. Had sent the alert. I watched the footage 5 times, 10 times. Nothing. My daughter in bed, not moving. But I'd seen her sitting up, talking, reaching towards something I couldn't see. I didn't know how to end this. I don't know how to make you understand that I'm not crazy, that my daughter isn't lying, that something is in my house and I can't prove it and no one will help me. The camera shows nothing. My locks are intact. The police have filed a dozen reports and found nothing. My therapist says I'm processing anxiety through hypervigilance. My mom says I need more sleep. But last night, Lily asked me if Thomas could come to her birthday party next year. He missed this one, she said. He was sad about it. He said he'll be there next time. He promised. Lily, Thomas isn't real. She looked at me, patient, a little sad. He said you would say that. She went back to her cereal. He said you're not ready yet, but you will be. He's going to wait until you're ready. Ready for what? To meet him. She took a bite, chewed, swallowed. He wants to meet you, Mommy. He's been waiting a long time. Oh, heck no. You know that meme where they take the kid and they just check?
Yes.
Yeah, girl.
I've been saying this.
Like, no. I don't like that. I'm writing this at 3 a.m. because I can't sleep. Because I've been checking the camera every 10 minutes and nothing is there and nothing is ever there. But my daughter talks to the corners and knows words she shouldn't know. And has a photograph of a dead girl under her pillow again because I found it there tonight when I checked.
How you know it's a dead girl?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, if it's Thomas's daughter, like she's saying, then he said she went away, so I'm assuming, you know.
She just went to Alaska.
Yeah, okay. The same photograph, Emma, 1987. I burned it last time. I watched it curl and blacken in the kitchen sink. It's back. Same photograph, same handwriting, same little girl smiling in front of the house I've never seen. But there's new writing on the back. Soon. I don't know who Thomas is. I don't know how he's getting in. I don't know what he wants. But he's real. He's here. He's been watching my daughter sleep. And he's waiting for something. If you're reading this and you have children, check on them tonight. Check the corners they talk to, the friends they describe, the words they know that you've never taught them. Check under their pillows. And if you find something there that shouldn't exist, something you've destroyed, something that can't be explained by imagination or a coincidence or a mother's paranoid mind, don't call the police. Don't call a therapist. Don't tell yourself it's nothing. Run. Because I can't run. I've tried. We stayed at my mother's house for a week, and Lily woke up every night talking to the corner of the guest room. And when we came home, there was a new photograph of her on her pillow. This one was of me, asleep in my bed, taken from inside my bedroom. The date stamped last night. He's not just watching Lily anymore. I don't know what happens next. I don't know what soon means or what he's been waiting for or why he chose us. But Lily says he's happy now. She says he smiles more. She says he told her that the waiting is almost over. He says he's going to introduce himself soon. She says I'll like him. She says everyone likes Thomas, eventually.
Okay, get rid of Lily.
No, it's too late now. Thomas is coming for her.
No, we can just get rid of Lily and start over.
She can't. Her husband is gone.
What are you talking about?
The mother.
Yeah, we don't need a husband. Just put her up for adoption.
Well, I guess you want her to start completely over?
Yeah, like
Dang.
change your name too so Thomas can't find you. I would say that this story started off good, but the ending sucked. I'm just gonna say it. It's just like ended just abruptly, you know?
I think it just... I wanted more from it.
Yeah.
You know? Did he get you? But then I kind of like, too, the leaving it up to interpretation.
But also, like, doesn't explain who Emma is.
Yeah,
like,
I wish there was a little bit
doesn't
more.
explain, why these pictures, and, you know, it just... Yeah.
We know he coming for you, girl. Yeah, he over here taking pictures of you, and I don't like that. I don't like the thought of someone taking pictures. I don't like the thought of someone watching me sleeping or taking pictures of me sleeping or doing anything in my most vulnerable state. Okay, like no. So yeah, that if your kids have imaginary friends and physical stuff starts happening, yeah, I don't know. Call a priest. Well, you've made it to the end.
You must really like the sounds of our high-pitched voices and quirky commentary.
You might as well subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell to be notified every time we drop new content. If you want to follow our social medias, they will be linked in the description box below.
Bye!
Bye, you guys. Happy New Year's. Kick all the imaginary friends out. All of them gotta go. They don't pay rent. Bye.